Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a newborn's must-have video. These products I feel are must-haves for if you're a first-time mom or if you are a mom. I definitely recommend all of these products. They definitely come in handy, especially with my newborn son. So if you guys would like to see everything that I have listed in this video, then stay tuned. Okay, so first things first would have to be these cute little gowns. These come in handy, y'all, especially at nighttime. My son, he likes to kick his legs a lot, so he's not too fond of the onesies with the feet in. So I mostly put him in these sleepers here, the gowns. That way he can kick his feet as much as he wants. And also, they're very, very convenient when coming to change the diaper, because all you have to do is fold it up and change your diaper. So I highly, highly recommend these. He has a few of these because I definitely fell in love with the gowns. Okay, next thing would definitely have to be sensitive wipes. I prefer the Pampers brand. They seem to work very, very well with my son. So I definitely recommend the Pampers sensitive wipes. They glide on very, very smoothly. That's what I like. They have just the right amount of moisture, if that makes sense. They're not too wet, not too dry. But I definitely love these. He hasn't broken out from using these. Knock on wood. Thank you, Jesus. But these are highly recommend. And I prefer using sensitive things rather than using, original products, because you may never know, a child may have an allergic reaction to them and things like that. So I would definitely lead towards like the sensitive and organic type of products, such as like wipes and diapers. Okay, next thing would have to be the Baby Breezer Formula Pro. I don't know about y'all can call me lazy if you want to, I don't care, but I call this the baby Keurig machine. I absolutely love this thing. It comes in handy. I'll insert a picture or video on the side here. Wow. The Baby Breezer, it heats up the water to the perfect temperature for an infant. It also has the different bottle sizes. It goes 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 ounces. And you just push go, and it will make the bottle for you. It does have some clumping. That's the only con, but it does state that in the instruction manual. And all you do is just shake the bottle up like you normally would whenever you're making it a bottle by hand. But literally takes about 10 seconds to make a bottle. So I love that thing. It is kind of on the expensive side. It depends on where you purchase it from and if you get a sale. My mom actually purchased mine from Amazon, and it was on sale, about $30 off. So we definitely couldn't leave that there. So we went ahead and bought it, and I love that thing. Okay, next thing would have to be this Snot sucker bulb thingy. Now, the infants, they get little boogers and they get congested and things like that. So, since their nasal passages are so small, you're going to want to need one of these. These are very, very, very efficient. So, all you do is just stick this part, the bulb part, up their nose, and then you suck through the tube. It won't go in your mouth, I think you promise. That was one of my concerns, because I'm like, I do not want a booger to get in my nose. But these really, really come in handy. They have the original bulb, like the throwback kind, as I call them. But these are the most updated versions, and I love this thing. And next thing is the hospital soother pacifier thingy. Aiden literally loves this thing. Looks like this. I had to get a few of them from the hospital. He loves them. I try not to give him pacifiers as much, but this thing he goes crazy for. So yeah, I highly recommend one of these. And you can buy these in the store now. So highly recommend these. Okay, and next thing will have to be the original Boppy pillow. I absolutely love this thing. It's very, very comfortable. Aiden likes it. I like it. It really, really comes in handy for, sorry, Aiden's over here. It really comes in handy for as feeding him late night, because like my back's hurt and things like that. So I just prop him up on this pillow. He actually sits up in this pillow. Well, I actually prop him up on this pillow. So that is a plus as well. And down the line, you can eventually use this pillow for it's like helping them sit. I think like 6 months. Yeah, 6 months they can sit in this, and then around 4 months they can practice tummy time in this. So I highly recommend a boppy pillow. They are pretty expensive. They do range about $49, but I was recently into TJ Maxx, and you might want to check TJ Maxx out, y'all, because they had one for $24.99. So check TJ Maxx out. Other than that, you're going to be spending about 50 bucks on a boppy pillow, but I highly recommend this product for all mothers. Okay, guys, and next thing is the 4Moms infant tub. I highly recommend this tub. My son, he absolutely loves getting baths, so that's a plus as well. And as a first-time mom, I was pretty nervous about like having the temperature of the water too hot or too cold, but luckily the 4Moms tub, they have a thermometer that the water runs through, and it tells you if the water is too cold. It tells you if you're in the right temperature frame, or they even tell you if the water is too hot. I also like about this tub that it's enough space for him, and then also it has drains. So while the clean water is coming in, the dirty water is flowing out. So there's a plus as well. The price of infant tubs, they kind of vary out in the market nowadays, but for the price of the 4Moms infant tub, you can't really beat it. It just depends on your local Target and things like that. So I highly recommend the 4Moms Target. I highly recommend the 4Moms infant tub for newborns. Alright, and since we're on the topic of 4Moms, I also have the 4Moms Rockaroo. It was given to me as a gift, and y'all, I literally love this thing. It is literally a lifesaver. Aiden's in it right now, so that's how much of a lifesaver it is. I'll insert a clip of him in it right now, but it literally rocks back and forth. You get about 4 to 5 different speeds on it. And it comes in handy because that is literally, I sit him in that thing and I'm able to get in the shower. I'm able to cook. I'm able to clean all this stuff because he literally falls asleep in it. Now, I did read like a lot of moms, like their kids didn't like it, but I prayed and prayed and prayed, and luckily he loves that thing. It keeps him calm and things like that. So if it wasn't for that thing, I don't think I would be able to get much done around the house because he literally likes to be attached to me 24/7. But at least with this thing, he, you know, he's calm, turn on the TV, and he's rocking away. And luckily, well, more than likely, he'll rock himself to sleep. So love that. The Rockaroo, they are pretty expensive for a rocker, but there are 3 different kinds. So it just depends on your price range and what you're willing to spend on one. But I highly recommend it. And a good thing about it as well is they have an aux cord, and you can also plug in your music and play music while they rock. So it's very soothing for an infant. Okay, and on the topic of rockers, I also have a Fisher-Price rock and sleeper. Now that comes in handy as well because that one more so he can actually fall asleep in, because it's more so kind of like a bed, kind of sort of. It's a little bit more comfortable than the Rockaroo, so I do let him sleep in there for maybe like 3 hours at the most. Now with that, I did have to add a pillow to kind of cushion it because to me it was just kind of too hard for a newborn to lay in there. So I did insert a pillow. The Rockaroo, not the Rockaroo, sorry. The Rock and Play actually does have a vibration, so he literally loves that, so he can vibrate and rock away. So I highly recommend that as well. Like I said, these 2 products, I can easily get stuff done around the house with him in it. So I will insert them both throughout the video so you guys can check them out. And the Fisher-Price Rock and Play is a cheaper version. So if you don't want to spend that much on the 4Moms Rockaroo, I highly recommend the Fisher-Price Rock and Play. I actually purchased this caddy from Target. It was $9.99. I really needed this thing because when I first got home with him, my room was a mess compared to having diapers everywhere, wipes everywhere, all the great stuff. So literally this comes in handy. I just have like my diapers, wipes, and my diaper disposable bags in here, and Andy ointment and Vaseline. So cannot beat this. It helps me stay organized and things like that. So wherever I'm at, like if I'm sitting downstairs, I'll take this with me. So Very, very convenient. Then also, next thing would have to be the car seat. Car seats clearly are very, very important and definitely are a newborn must-have. I myself, I have the Graco Extend to Fit, and I literally love that thing. Now, the only thing about the car seat is not portable. So it's not like an infant car seat where you can pick it up by like the handle and go about your business and take it off the base. It's not one of those car seats. It is a convertible car seat, which is a plus because he can use that car seat literally to, I want to say, till he's up to about 65 pounds. So that is a plus as well. The Extend to Fit car seat actually has like the bottom comes out, so if he's a tall boy, he can literally stretch his feet out and we won't have any problems and things like that. The headrest also extends as well. So I highly recommend getting like a convertible car seat versus like having to get like an infant. Then, you know, keep buying car seats. At least with the convertible ones, you can stick to one car seat for a good little minute now. They are pretty pricey, but what car seat isn't pricey nowadays? So I highly recommend checking out the Graco convertibles. They have maybe like 3 or 4 of them. I'm not sure. Okay, and last but not least will have to be this book. When I took Aiden to his first doctor's appointment, the pediatrician gave me this book, and it's called Your Baby's First Year. Looks like this. I highly recommend this book, y'all, because I'm a first-time mom and I have tons of questions, and my mom, I know she's pretty much tired of me going to Google, and this literally saved me a lot of Googling and calling the doctor when every time I noticed something was wrong, or maybe it wasn't even wrong. 9 times out of 10 nothing was wrong. So this book is definitely helpful. I'm pretty sure they have it on